Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, go to the updates. Really excited for today's video. It's Saturday, so it's another Cellar Saturday. And where I drink something off the shelves in my cellar. And I'm exhausted doing a house project, and it's kicking my butt pretty good. So I definitely am excited to have a beer. So kind of, I don't know, funny, interesting, I don't know, random, whatever word you want to use. So if you want the review, fast forward a little bit. But here's why I picked this beer. My friend Jim lives on the West Coast. I live on the East Coast. I swear this is going somewhere. And so sometimes he'll like text me while I'm asleep, like what beer he's drinking, and then I'll wake up and it'll be like one of the first things I see in the morning. And he texted and he said, this is past its prime and would have been better 3 or 4 years ago, I think is what he said. And I believe it was in 2015. Then, I don't know, however many hours later, Michael comments on one of my beer reviews, and he's like, hey, I see you have Velvet Merkin on your shelf. You should drink that. It's past its prime. So one of them said past its prime, and then one of them said, like, it would have been better 3 years ago. And I think Michael was talking about 2017, which I also have. But just since the 2015 is older, I thought I would go with that. Plus, it's bigger. I contemplated doing them both. I just don't have it in me, if I'm being honest. And then when I got talking to Jim, he was saying it's just a little thin. It may be too thin to really deserve any aging. So this is a 2015. I don't know the ABV on it. Let me just get out the box. Speaking of Jim, I think Jim might have sent this to me because, or I must have either he sent it to me or ordered it. Unless the box just got damaged, but sometimes, right, for transportation, they'll break the boxes down, and then it looks like I put it back together with tape. But I don't know, maybe I ordered it, maybe he got it. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to get this by me, but whatever. So Velvet Merkin is a bourbon barrel-aged oatmeal stout, and it is 8.5% ABV. Why was I aging this for this long? Yeah, okay, I thought it'd be at least double digits. All right. Yeah, so I can see what these guys are saying, probably with it being past its prime and probably wasn't super ageable. I don't think it's going to be like a bad beer, but is it going to be... oh man. I even going into this thinking it was not going to be the best version it could be of this beer. In my mind, it was like 12%, and I was just going to really enjoy a nice big barrel-aged, well, not too big, but barrel-aged stout. Whatever. If I don't like it, I'll deal with it. Sean had turned a stout he wasn't a big fan of. I wasn't a fan of it either. Sean from Nerd Sense into a syrup and put it over, I think he did French toast. So maybe if I don't really dig it, I'll do the same thing, not to waste it, and grab something else to drink. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely dark brown. There's, down here where it's thinner, I mean, you get a brown that I don't see that often with big stouts. So yeah, it definitely looks, 8.5% definitely looks smaller for a stout, but you know what I'm talking about in terms of these big barrel-aged stouts. Like I was thinking it was. And there's almost no head. It's a khaki color. It looks like I kind of thought it would. This cat down here is so stupid. Anyway, let me get to the aroma. I actually get a nice coconut on it. A little bit of vanilla as well. Cacao for sure, like chocolate powder. Some dark fruits. It actually smells good. It doesn't smell like it would be a huge beer, but the smell is, I think it's actually really pleasant. Some oak specifically. Yeah, let's get into the taste. Cheers. Yeah, it's fine. Yep. It's definitely not bad. I'm going to agree with both those guys that aging, I don't know when in 2015 this was bottled. We'll say 6 years ago. I don't know if this beer needed 6 years. I know it did not need 6 years. But the flavors are good. It is thinner. Like I get what Jim's saying. But again, or I think it was Jim. This isn't a big, luscious beer by nature. But it is a good showcase for the barrel and a lighter stout and what that relationship can look like. Hi, Howell. Like the aroma, I get some coconut, but more than that, I get the vanillin for sure. Get some nice oak. There is a chocolate, and it's like, oh man, how to describe the chocolate in this? It's like I hate to say watered down, but like maybe you're making hot chocolate or something, and you definitely did not put enough of the mix in. It's kind of like that because it is a little watery that way. Yeah, I like the flavors. It's not the beer I wanted. You can't knock it for that. It is past its prime. I mean, the 2017, is 2 years fresher, but I got to imagine it's going to be a very similar experience. And it has a little nuttiness to it. Almost like a hefty brown ale, actually, nut brown ale. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. This is fine. And the lower ABV won't be so bad drinking a bomber by myself. So there you go. So thanks, guys, for giving me the idea to do it on Cellar Saturday. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Have you had this beer before? Have you had this beer aged? Have you ever aged anything clearly for too long? Have you ever aged anything you shouldn't have aged? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Check me out on Instagram and Untapped. There's no hype beer reviews at both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.